Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name's Arnes.
And today, in this Unimportant review, we're back to doing more bunny girl figures with the Uzaki-Chan and Alisa. From Uzaki-Chan Wants to Hang Out and Alya Conveys Her Feelings in Russian. These are the BiCute bunnies from Furyu.
I think Steve has an addiction, guys.
Furyu? A little bit.
For you. Furries.
They're furries.
Solved. Let's move on. Make sure you put that in the title.
You're right.
Furries, bunny girls. I'm sure you'll get views.
I hope so. But anyway, well, that's fine. We got my live streams. I have that little lizard character. So now, what was it? A slithery? Slimy? Something like that? I know what you're talking about. But, perfect. I digress. But anyways, with these unimportant reviews, they go up on our Patreon in advance. So if you guys like to support the channel, keep up to date with these videos, greatly would appreciate it. Main reason I picked these up is...
Steve has an addiction.
Yeah, I just like this style of figure, if I'm going to be honest. I like the Playboy bunny
There's
look.
a box over here, and I just pulled up a random box, and guess what it is? Another one.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault they all showed up at the same time. Like, I had a few of them on pre-order. They were just like, yeah, like 4 of them's coming in. I'm like, cool.
This is where you need that meme. And another one.
And another one. So now it's like, I think next year is like the next batch, I think, is showing up. Because there's like another Overlord. There's like 2 Overlord ones. There's quite a few. Because there's like a Dress Up Darling. But anyways... So I'll be honest, I've watched her anime, but I think this one I've actually watched probably more. I've watched the whole anime as like clips.
I have never seen the full anime, so
because I watched the majority of it, and then I just kind of I got distracted, and then clip wise, and then I read the manga. So
the anime kind of lost its pizzazz, honestly.
Yeah, it's like the anime's fine. The manga is interesting.
Yeah.
So wanted to pick it up. Then I just liked her look. Cough, cough. It was just like I saw the figure. I was like, "Yep, that'd be cool." And the Alisa one here, I actually really liked her character in the anime, and thought it was actually a pretty fun series for what it was. So wanted to grab that one too. That also just had a really unique look to her outfit too, which I kind of like.
Yeah, she's definitely unique, like the Supersonical one. It's a little unique, you know what I mean? It's not standard like the other one.
Yeah, I like it because it adds a little bit of variety.
Yeah.
So maybe even if like the series wasn't like, oh my god, I quite needed it, but like I wouldn't buy like everybody from the show. But I'd buy her. I'd buy the one dude's sister, probably.
Touche.
It's probably where I'd end it there. There's only a few of them so far. I'd be like Overlord. I would probably grab like every character.
The problem is with this, it's $30. You know.
Yeah, but it's like Shield Hero. I really liked Raphtalia. Problem is, I haven't watched it past the 2nd season, and I only really like Raphtalia, so I have her.
This addiction can spiral out of hand real quickly because they are only $30.
Yeah, then they're not that expensive. Like the most expensive one, I think, is like slightly over $40. I've spent on them. Like the Chainsaw Man ones, I think were a little more pricey.
I think that's just being for like the name, you know.
Yeah, well, they like in terms of like the outfits, they're definitely more unique. Because, like I said, this is pretty bare bones for what you get for bunny style girls. Her, on the other hand, has a lot more going on. But anyways, for the packaging, you just get different angles, bottom, some Liga Mumbo Jumbo stickers for authenticity.
You gonna keep these boxes, Steve?
Also got the Kadokawa stickers up here. I forgot to mention that too. Oh hell no! I've only kept these boxes for like these past few weeks. Oh, okay. It's just so I can show them off of the video.
What did you do with the other one?
Somewhere hanging around
okay.
me. Oh, smacking the camera. But anyways, first and foremost, scale wise, I would say this line doesn't do the best in terms of scaling.
No.
They do solid with characters from the same show. So, for instance, like Albedo next to Shaltier, there's definitely a big size gap. But then you'll have this where I feel like she's a shorter character than she is in the anime. Yeah.
She should be like 4 foot, you know.
But she's only shorter because of the pose going on. But that being said, one thing I do like is one of the reasons why like I said, gravitated towards picking up Uzaki-Chan is because the pose is fairly unique compared to the majority of the other ones that I have. Like, just looking over, the only other one I have is, I have a B-style figure that she's kind of got like her arms underneath the chest here. And she looks like she's a little more embarrassed to wear this, so she's kind of like trying to hide things.
She looks like she's more excited to be wearing this. That face expression tells me different stories.
Yeah, the face is one of those. It's like it doesn't look quite ashamed enough.
She's like, yes, I do love this.
No, I think it's got a little bit of that look, but I think the way the mouth's positioned, the eyes have it. The mouth, on the other hand's got a little bit more of that happy look.
Yeah.
Like the
She's like, oh no, please don't look, and like winks at you, you know?
Cough, cough, wink, wink. But definitely probably one of the more curvy. Actually, probably is the curviest one.
Yeah, she's thick.
I picked up, and I was going to complain that I almost think she should maybe be a little bit more curvy from the anime. Because that's kind of like the one running joke is this is like her assets are assets. They are massive. But that being said, I think it's just because of the way her arms are. I think just makes me feel like they're smaller than they... Like, it's funny because it shows them off more. But then again, it also makes it, like, from angles, it just makes it seem like they're shorter. I kind of think that's what's going on. And then again, too, I think if they were bigger, it would just make them even more unrealistic looking. So, it's one of those, like, in my brain, I'm like, make them massive, but it probably wouldn't convey as well. But then again, it'd just be hiding her arms more. Like, it would just be like...
Yeah, in all reality, there should be like an extra inch hanging over.
Yeah. But other than that, one thing that's really sweet with these figures is I love that they use the real stockings. Makes them feel a little bit more fancy. With these, you will have to attach the bunny ears. One thing I do like about these ones, though, is it's all one solid piece when you attach them. It's not like my Shaltier where it was... She already had the band on. You have to insert the ears in because those always seem to want to pop off super easy.
So now we have one that's missing, see?
Yeah, the problem is like my display cases have the holes going through down them. So they're stuck in one of the holes on the bottom, and I just haven't bothered myself enough to go try to dig it out yet.
Steve's like, I know it's there. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's not like the dog's going to get a hold of it. One thing that does suck about these, though, is I like that they, unlike the previous ones we reviewed, this has the clear plastic for underneath her heels. Problem is you can see there's a white peg in the plastic there, and I really wish they would use like clear plastic with the peg.
But they're using real shoes, though, unlike the last ones where it's made up shoes that don't hold nothing.
True. These actually seem like they're a bit more of a functional heel.
Oh, I get it now, Steve. See, the shoe leaked into this part down here. That's why, it's like that.
Ah, they use the plastic. So that's how they're saving money. But other than that, eyes look really good. Paint job solid. She does have the little fane, as she should. So I think it does a really good job at capturing the figure, or character, I mean. Well, Alisa is probably one of my favorite ones in general.
I like how, I don't know if this is, the wrong or just design of the figure, but she looks like she has, a little, a pouch on her belly there.
Yeah, I think it's just the way, because you can see the fabric's kind of folding. Which, again, nice attention to detail. But it's definitely got that, more pure innocence kind of look to it. I think it's just a lot of the whites and blues. But I think it works really good for the character, too, with her...
She should not be playing in a
white-gray hair with the silvery blue eyes. It really helps to kind of accentuate the character. Got the little cotton tail on the back. Same with the real stockings on the bottom there.
Only thing, though, the tail should be kind of realistic instead of a piece of plastic. But I get why it's not.
I think... At least on these ones, they look better. Like the Rem and Ram literally look like deformed plastic. These actually kind of look like cotton.
Oh, yeah, you can tell that's like a tail. You know what I mean? Well, this is just a piece of plastic.
Yeah, it looks like chewed up gum that we stuck to somebody's butt.
Yeah.
Again, like them. But I almost kind of wish because they do the real the real stockings here, that they would do the real fluff there too. I think
that would be amazing.
I think would be kind of cool. Yeah, it's like I get it. But it's also because I've had some where they do like, okay, well, they put felt on the ears. And I'm like, no, that's stupid. Don't do that.
Stop it.
Stop it. You're trying too hard now. But I think this is probably one of the best ones they've done in terms of just like looking like the actual anime character. Like the face looks pretty much straight ripped from the anime, which is pretty impressive for what are essentially prize figures. And she has even the little ribbon in the hair.
It's like fancy prize figures, pretty much. That's how I see them.
Yeah. Like for her, I feel like she's one of the ones, when I buy this line, I feel like I should have paid at least double what I actually did. I am noticing her hair, her little thing's a little raised on the side here, though. I could probably get that in there a little bit better for her ears. But she definitely, like outside of like I said, like it's not like they paint the nails on these and whatnot, as complicated as some of the other ones I've ever gotten. But in terms of like bang for your buck, this is still like
the best, honestly.
The best line. I think Furyu makes some of the best prize figures out there.
And as long as they stay this price, they'll keep selling.
Yeah, 'cause for me, it's like if I was aiming to pick up like prize figures or like when I see some go up for pre-order, it's like Furyu. I do like Taito's quite a bit. And then Sega and Band Presto's like bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
In terms of like, I'll buy them, but I'm not like...
Not happy about it.
I'm not super excited generally.
Well, okay, I'll take the Sega figure.
Yeah, Sega's probably...
It's my only representation of this form or this pose, and I'll take it.
Yeah, Segas can vary wildly.
Oh yeah, we had some Segas. They were like top notch, and then we paid bare minimum for it, and then we had some Segas where we paid a lot of money for a Sega figure, and it's just garbage.
Yeah, and Taito's I think also can very kind of wildly, but I've been pretty like all the Albedo, a lot of the Albedos you got were Taito's, and they'll have like. Okay, like the face is kind of off, but like the hair is semi-translucent, and there's things about it that make them kind of cool, and they're still kind of unique looking. And then there's just Furyu, which is just like cheapened down like premium figures.
Yeah, they're like high class middle kind of situation.
Yeah, they're like the next best thing to pop-up parades.
Mm-hmm.
And this is like pop-up parade figure price, and these are bigger than pop-up parades.
God, yeah.
And those are like, I would say, generally speaking, probably a little bit better painted, but these are just more impressive on your shelf. But anyways, you can help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, TikTok, Facebook.
You swallowed your own hair, Steve.
I think so. What little I have left. We also have a Patreon, which has a Discord attached to our Patreon. If you guys want to chit chat with like-minded people, we got some new members recently. It's a good way to help support the channel. We also have an Etsy shop. We got some links for some other shops down there. If you guys support the channel that way, if you're already buying your collectibles like Entertainment Earth Calcus. And we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.